So, unfortunately, Michigan has some pretty crazy gun laws. It's unfortunate, but one of their red flag laws is absolutely horrid. And I figured we'd talk about it because the unfortunate part of this nation is some of us live in red states, some of us live in blue states. I'm sure most of us would want to be in red states. People can't move, whatever it may be. But if one of these states is doing something like this, that means more blue states are going to follow. And then potentially, if states get purple enough, those states will follow as well. But I just figured I'd share this because it's sickening to me.
2 months now since Michigan's red flag law has been in effect. Many officials saying the rollout has gone smoother than expected.
Known as the Extreme Risk Protection Order Act, a judge can order police to temporarily take away someone's guns if they're found to be a danger to themselves or others.
News 8's Byron Tollefson talked with police chiefs, sheriffs, and prosecutors about how the new law has been implemented.
Under the new law, police officers, family members, and mental health professionals can go to a judge and ask for what's called an ERPO. A judge can only order police to temporarily take away someone's guns if the petitioner shows specific examples why the person is a threat, like previous acts or threats of violence, a history of serious mental illness, or recent drug and alcohol abuse.
Michigan's red flag law has been used in select cases over the past year against individuals on college campuses and within the K-12 school system, including cases in which guns have been seized from homes because elementary-age children were deemed a threat to themselves or others. So let me just get this right for a second. Let's say that I have a gun at home and my kid in 6th grade, let's say, goes in and says something stupid because he's a kid. Unless I am directing him to say something like that and you can prove it, how is that on the adult? Kids say stupid crap. It's nothing new. But what you're doing here is you're calling into question, 1, the parenting style, 2, the amount of control that parents ultimately have off of what comes out of their kids' mouths. And 3, you're assuming that the kid has access to the gun at home. Okay, the kid says something crazy in school. Like, I don't know, let's go as wild as a school shooting. Your directive is not to go and talk to the parent and say, hey, look, your kid said this. What do you think about it? Get their reaction. Minimum, get their reaction. I have a feeling most parents would be like, what did he say? He's joking. He doesn't have access to guns here. That's it. Nope, they just go and they take the guns. Let's read more. Guys, I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but one of the biggest health issues that's going around nowadays is gut issues. I am unlucky enough to be one of those people who just has always had it. And me personally, with all the research I've done, it has to do with all the crap they're putting in food now, all the fillers, all the weird stuff that we can't even read off of a label. And one of the things that I've done is just research the hell out of supplements that help manage your gut health because there's so much involved with your health that starts in your gut. I watched this video of a guy, Dr. Stephen Gundry, talks about all of it. It truly was fascinating to me. There's going to be a link and code below the video. Go check it out. I was definitely impressed by it, and it's worth a watch. A Northfield Township 6-year-old appears to be the youngest individual subjected to an extreme risk protection order since the law went into effect February 13, 2024, according to Michigan State Police records. The next youngest child was an 8-year-old who threatened school staff in Upper Peninsula's Alger County. A 6 and an 8-year-old? Once again, I go back to my question. Do they have access to a gun at home? Do they even know their parents own guns? How much do parents really have control over what their kids say, especially with the amount of media that kids can go watch nowadays? You have an iPad for them. They're watching TV. They hear something on a show. Kids are impressionable. And most of the time, when they say some wild thing, they're not serious. Now, this is obviously different if a parent is irresponsible with their gun, they don't store it well at home, and their kid takes it, throws it in a backpack, goes to school, and then starts making threats. And they find the gun in the backpack. That's a completely different thing. But if your kid says something stupid, oh boy, they're coming to take your guns. It's just a horrible precedent. But this is the goal of gun control and the people who are so avid about getting more of it done. A lot of the times they introduce these crazy gun control bills, right? To see what they can get away with. That's ultimately what it is. I don't know how this passed, but for me, I've always been the fan of laws that are after the fact are great. You go and shoot an innocent person in the head. You go and stab an innocent person. It has nothing to do with the tool. It's the action. It's the fact that you took their life. After the fact, yeah, you should be arrested and you should be thrown in jail. But the what if laws, oh man, what if this 6-year-old went into this school and threatened somebody? What if their parents put them up to it? What if their parents are I don't know, crazy. Let me offer a solution that maybe is a little bit better here, okay? How about you start being proactive with school stuff? You stop infringing on people's rights with this crap. Like, oh man, your 6-year-old said some weird stuff. Okay, he's 6. He probably heard something on the playground or whatever. Why not put people in the school that can stop a potential shooting? Why don't we make that a federally mandated thing? Every single school in the country has people who can actually stop a shooting. They're not on their phone screwing around all day. Nope. They're watching everything. They're watching hands. They're watching hands in hoodies. They're watching people who come in and out. You got a good security camera system up. Here's another question for the people who are like, oh no, we could never do this, or it wouldn't stop it. If kids knew, or a potential school shooter knew, that there was armed security, a badass dude who knows what he's doing, there to potentially stop them, in my opinion, that is enough of a psychological manipulation to get that person to not even think about doing it. Not, oh, can I take the dude out or can I get past him? Just, oh no, they have somebody trained to take me out, to protect people. In my opinion, we would see a decrease, boom, right away. But nope. They go to, well, a kid said something weird because their brain's not fully developed and because they're impressionable, so now we have to take their parents' guns away. It's just the biggest load of BS known to mankind.